do miasteczka. Hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać i teraz hulać. Od miasteczka do miasteczka. Hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać do samego rana. Od miasteczka do miasteczka, hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać, będziemy hulać. Od miasteczka do miasteczka, hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać, teraz będziemy grać. Miasteczka do miasteczka, hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać, teraz hulać. Od miasteczka do miasteczka, hej, od miasteczka do miasteczka pojedziemy. Będziemy tańcować i śpiewać, teraz będziemy grać.
Well, happy Polka Sunday morning, and welcome to the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio with your host, David Jackson. We could actually call it the Sunday Morning Polka Show of the world because we have listeners worldwide, and we certainly appreciate your tuning in to this big broadcast. Happy Polka Sunday morning. That is our phrase. What you heard right there was the Painters Polka from the Rich Bobinski Orchestra, RBO. And before that, we heard Town to Town from Elvin Stachinski. You may have noticed some scratches on there because that, in fact, was from my vinyl collection. Before that, we heard RBO again, starting off the show and the set with one called Sugarin' Off at the Twist and Shout. Some fabulous polka music for you here on a somewhat gloomy Sunday morning. But it's never gloomy when there's polka. Why don't we take care of the Polish word of the day for the first time? Polish word of the day this week, it is brought to you from transparent.com. They don't pay for this, but I feel like it's only fair. I should say what the source of this word and sentence is. Here it is, the word ulica. Ulica, it's a noun. Here's the sentence. Lubię spacerować ulicami warszawskiej Starówki. There you go. Now back into the music. I hope we're going to be able to play a song called the Strolling Girl Waltz by the fabulous Ampliers.
Szła dzieweczka do laseczka, do zielonego, do zielonego, do zielonego. Nadeszła ta myśliweczka bardzo szwarnego, bardzo szwarnego, bardzo szwarnego. O mój miły myśliweczku, bardzo ci rada, bardzo band is playing oh so sweet. I hear them singing a song about the way that you'll be in my arms all night long. So what I'm saying to you is give me a chance. Take a chance and yell for more. And if we kiss, we might fall in love. Hey baby, look into my eyes. Don't let this moment pass you by. Girl, we cannot miss. You were sent from above. Give me a chance. Hey, baby, just give me one chance.
All aboard! Well, the train pulled in the station about 1961. I've never been to Chi-Town, but let me tell you, son, the town was really buzzing about this cat from Black Swamp Town. Boy who shook the squeeze box made such an awesome sound. He was a rebel, don't you know, this kid from Toledo. Long train, highballed out, rocking to and fro. Yeah, I heard the whistle blowing, but it was so much more than that. There were guitars and a singer, and this big bass they would slap. I saw my town passing, I waved goodbye. Cause that polka train done hooked me like bourbon, whiskey, and rye. Polka train kept rolling. The kid, he led the way. Polka train kept rolling. Trojack shoveling coal. Polka train kept rolling. Lenny was a breakman. Polka train kept rolling. Eddie B, he ran the show. Rich Benkowski punched my ticket. This train don't ever stop. Just hang around and listen, boy. We'll show you how to rock. This train's sure rolling fast. Well, kid, if you can't hang on, you ain't never gonna last. I told Fireman Larry, shovel up a little more coal. I went and grabbed my squeeze box. I yelled, let the good times roll. Polka train kept rolling. The kid, he led the way. Polka train kept rolling. Trojack shoveling coal. Polka train kept rolling. Lenny was the brakeman. Polka train kept rolling. Eddie B, he ran the show. Rich Benkowski punched my ticket. This train don't ever stop. around and listen, boy, we'll show you how to rock. Cause I knew I was on a ride that would take me to the top. Polka train kept a rolling, it ain't never gonna stop. The train had hit a tunnel, everything got dark as night. Then Lenny whispered in my ear, it's getting rough, so hold on tight. This demon locomotive, it almost jumped the track. Then Dan Gurry stood up and said, we ain't never turning back. I said, hey Don, yo Eddie, say Rich, well now I really see. Thank you for the tickets, boys, but I don't want the fame. I just want to ride on that big old polka train. Kept a-rolling. Train kept a-rolling. Train kept a-rolling. Train kept a-rolling. Kept a rolling. Train kept a rolling. Train kept a rolling.
The Polka Train kept a rollin' right there. Brand new music from Randy Krajewski and the boys in Badenov. And before that, we heard Polka Family doing Give Me a Chance. And before that, we heard the Strolling Girl, Szła dzieweczka do laseczka, do zielonego, ha, ha. Here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show. That was by the M. Pol Airs. This is the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio with your host, David Jackson, pleased as pierogi to bring you the finest in polkas, waltzes, and obereks, and the occasional mystery meat thrown in as well, just to keep the Bigos interesting. How about we hear some news from Radio Poland? Here is the unfortunate headline. Poland reports new record in COVID-19 cases. Poland reported a record daily rise in coronavirus infections for a third straight day on Saturday, confirming 2,367 new cases, the most since the pandemic hit the country in early March. The death toll increased by 34, the health ministry wrote on Twitter. It added that 32 of these patients had pre-existing medical conditions, while 2 died directly because of COVID-19. In point of fact, all 34 of them died from COVID-19. Of the new cases confirmed on Saturday, 290 were in the southern province of Małopolskie, which includes the historic city of Kraków. Meanwhile, 277 new infections were reported in the central region of Mazowieckie, which contains the national capital, Warsaw. The country's northern Pomorskie province, where multiple outbreaks have emerged in recent weeks, had the third highest number of new infections confirmed on Saturday at 244. Meanwhile, the coronavirus epidemic in Poland may be developing a bit more slowly than in neighboring countries, the state-run Polish news agency PAP reported on Friday, citing data provided by the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control. So there, unfortunately, is the news from Poland. Well, let's get back into the music here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show. Why don't we hear, if it'll work, and I think it will, from Staś Jaworski, one you might recognize called Na zdrowie, To Your Health, indeed.
Najlepiej w głowie mieć szum, szum daje wódka i rum. Po pijanemu, sam nie wiem czemu, zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Bardzo przepraszam bardzo, są dziwni ludzie, że wódką gardzą. Woda ochłoda, radość to śmiech, pić to jest cnota, nie pić to grzech. Najlepiej upić się w sztok, pić cały dzień, cały rok. Po pijanemu, sam nie wiem czemu, zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Bardzo przepraszam bardzo, są dziwni ludzie, że wódką gardzą. Woda ochłoda, radość to śmiech, pić to jest cnota, nie pić to grzech. Najlepiej w głowie mieć szum, szum daje wódka i rum. Po pijanemu, sam nie wiem czemu, zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Zaraz na duszy mi lżej. Bardzo przepraszam bardzo, są dziwni ludzie, że wódką gardzą. Woda ochłoda, radość to śmiech, pić to jest cnota, nie pić to grzech.
There's one thing in my life that's missing. It's the time that I spend alone, sailing on the cool and bright clear water. There's lots of those friendly people, they're showing me ways to go, but I never wanna lose their inspiration. Time for change. I know that it's time for a cool change. And now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. The albatross and the whales, they are my brothers. It's kind of a special feeling when you're out on the sea alone, staring at the full moon like a lover. Time for cool change. I know that it's time for a cool change. Now that my life is so rearranged, I know that it's time for a cool change. I've never been romantic, and sometimes I don't care. I know it may sound selfish, but let me breathe the air.
Well, that was one fine set of polka music right there. If I do say so myself, and I do, since I'm the one who put it together. Yes, well, and that was some fine musicianship from all of those wonderful musicians we just heard right there. A fine three-song set with Parkway from Heroes. Before that, we heard Freeze Dried doing their awesome take of a song called Cool Change. And we started off the set with Nazdrovia from Stash Jaworski here on the Sunday Morning Polka Show of Northwest Ohio, where approximately 9 million listeners are actually tuned in at this moment to the radio show that gives you pleasure, the Sunday Morning Polka Show. You can always send us an email at sundaypolka@gmail.com, SUNDAYPOLKA@gmail.com. It's always nice to find out where people are listening and that people are listening. Here's the Polish word of the day, ulica. Here it is in a sentence. Lubię spacerować ulicami warszawskiej Starówki. How about that? Something else I'd like to tell you is I think it's important to subscribe to the Polish American Journal at www.polamjournal.com. In this month's edition, you can read stories such as Polish solidarity with Belarus bridges political divide, dance icon Witold Zapała dies, British historian decorated for popularizing Polish history. There's a feature on the amazing story of solidarity. There's book reviews, polka news, that rhymes, and a new Polish English Christmas and birthday card collection for your purchasing pleasure, as well as 2021 calendars, Polish pottery mugs, and more gift ideas. All of that is available just by visiting www.polamjournal.com. www.polamjournal.com. All right, let's get back into the music, shall we? Here is the Charm City Sound doing one called These Boots Were Made for Walkin'.
saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a changing. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Where you shouldn't have been playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah, and what he knows you ain't had time to learn. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messing where you shouldn't have been a messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boots? These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund. Wir haben schon Weiber gehabt, die haben uns nimmer gemerkt, weil wir ums Nausen rum, wo ich schnapp der Wachs sind fest. Wir haben nichts gebraucht noch, wir haben gleich selber gesagt, dass uns am liebsten ist, am kleinen Priester der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund. Der schnupft, der wacht, der raucht, der wacht, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der schnupft, der wacht, der raucht, der wacht, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund. Wenn wir ins Ratshaus sitzen und kann an nix mehr was und so beisammen sitzen wie eine stumme Gas, da zieht jeder Bull sein Dusen aus den Sack und schnuppt zum Zeitvertreib an kleiner Priester wacht. Der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund. Wir haben schon Weiber gehabt, die haben sie nicht geniert, die haben einen kleinen Dusen selber bei sich geführt. Wenn ich kommt spät am Kummer, um 12 Uhr bei der Nacht, dann hat's mich angeflogen, ja Mobils kann da wacht. Der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund. Der schnupft, der wacht, der raucht, der wacht, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der schnupft, der wacht, der raucht, der wacht, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund, der Du-Wackel ist mein Leben, der Du-Wackel ist mein Freund.
Andrzeju, o ty, idę do roboty, o ty, idę do roboty. A co ci dam po robocie, onze, zarobię pieniądze, onze, zarobię pieniądze. Za stodołą na dębie, hej, siup na dębie, ruchały se gołębie, hej, siup gołębie, z całej siły gruchały, hej, siup gruchały, bo się mocno kochały, hej, siup kochały. Po pieniądzach, one, kupię sobie żonę, one, kupię sobie żonę. A co ci dam po żoneczce, eci, będzie miała dzieci, eci, będzie miała dzieci. Za stodołą na dębie, hej, siup na dębie, ruchały se gołębie, hej, siup gołębie, z całej siły gruchały, hej, siup gruchały, bo się mocno kochały, hej, siup kochały. Za stodołą gruchały se gołębie, hej, siu gołębie, całej siły gruchały, hej, siu gruchały, bo się mocno kochały, hej, siu kochały.
Hipopotam hasa w holu. Hipopotam hasa w holu. Hrabia Henryk huka w polu. Haftka huśta się na haku, halabarda na hamaku. Tylko chochla wlazła w kątek, bo się czuje jak wyjątek.
W holu, w polu, hrabia huka. Haftka huśta się na haku. Halabarda na hamaku.
Tańcuj ze mną, Hanusiu droga, tyś na pewno dla mnie wybrana. Ja cię kocham tak serdecznie i każdy o tym dobrze wie, że będziesz moja. Ja cię kocham tak serdecznie i każdy o tym dobrze wie, że będziesz moja. Ożenimy się za parę lat, objedziemy razem cały świat. Będziemy razem pracować i jeden drugiego kochać, tak jak pszczółka kwiat. Będziemy razem pracować i jeden drugiego kochać, tak jak pszczółka kwiat.
Tam las kraju sinej wody siada na koń łaluan młody. Czule żegna się z dziewczyną, jeszcze czulej z Ukrainą. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy dzwoneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, 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 dzwoneczku, mój stepowy dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Ona jedna mi została, przepióreczka moja, moja mała, a ja tutaj w obcej stronie dniem i nocą tęsknię do niej. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń,
dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Wina, 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 wina dajcie, a jak umrę, pochowajcie na zielonej Ukrainie, przy kochanej mej dziewczynie. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń. Żal, żal, za dziewczyną, za zieloną Ukrainą. Żal, żal, serce płacze, już jej więcej nie zobaczę. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy skowroneczku. Hej, 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 sokoły, omijajcie góry, lasy, pola, doły, dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń dzwoneczku, mój stepowy dzwoń, dzwoń, dzwoń.
Well, that was a mighty fine Krakowiak right there. How many Sunday morning polka shows do you know of that are going to play Krakowiaks? Well, this one does. That was called Wawelski Smoke. Yes, indeed. I think that's about a dragon. Before that, we heard a group called Krakuse doing Hey Sokoły. We heard Eddie Blazonczyk live doing Hanusha. We heard John Gora doing Andrzejowe Gołębie. Andy's Pigeons, I believe. Or Doves, maybe. Do Waggle 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 from Marv Herzog and the Boys. Walk Right Back, the old Everly Brothers tune from The Beat. And These Boots Were Made for Walkin' by Charm City Sound. Holy moly, that is a set of polka music. Let's go ahead and revisit for the final time that Polish word of the day, ulica. It means street. And the sentence Lubię spacerować ulicami warszawskiej starówki means I like to walk along the streets of Warsaw's Old Town. Who doesn't? Lubię spacerować. I like that. Anyway, we've come to the end of the big broadcast, and we're going to go out with some Happy Louie. So if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we will be back next week. Until then, do zobaczenia. And here's Happy Louie telling you to swing and sway the polka way.